goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Focus. Snickers, you gotta spin. Okay.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Starting left here.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Partner, what a good football coach is looking for? Complete football players. And guess what? We've got one here because most cornerbacks, they just want to cover people. This guy shows the ability to go ahead and make tackles.
12, 80.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. They find some open field here. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Super one. Maverick.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Here we go. 12.
Gurley again here on first down. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
20, 14, 14, 7.
From the gun, here's Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Ric Flair.
Here we go, it's Gurley. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
4th and 2 is normally a passing down, but in this case, they decided to give it to their running back, and he did get the 1st down, although not by much.
Maverick.
Right back to him on 1st down. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, 26 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Well, as we look back to the final week of the preseason and the roster cuts, that final day of roster cuts, a lot of noise was made. The biggest noise, though, Khalil Mack moving to the Windy City.
That's one that, let's look at it from Chicago's perspective. A young team growing, building on both offense and defense, and it's a city that loves defense. They love their linebackers. Khalil Mack being added to that group, that's just a win-win for them. Now you flip it over to Oakland. I never thought they'd let Khalil Mack go. I thought they'd figure out a way to get it done, but somehow, during the contract negotiations, everything broke down, and they decided to save that money, and they'll put it elsewhere in their roster. But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he is going going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. And I think their fans are saying, hey, where's that Roethlisberger to Brown connection been in this one?
First time they get together is in the second half. I don't think any of us would have predicted that going in because we know how valuable that is to their offense, and that could be a big reason why they're not winning right now.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Set. Blue 30. Eight. Snickers. You got to spin.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Antonio Brown, 38 yards. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Boswell for the extra point. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. A nice little juke. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Open man right side is Cup complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there. Goff to Cup. 44 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.